Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday, the 14th of February, and here we are, another week gone, and that's 6 weeks now. 6 weeks we've done. So a huge pat on the back to you all. A huge pat on the back for if you've been persevering through some challenges, some tough times, if you've been working through the snow and the challenges that bring, or anything that you've been going through so far. We've done 6 weeks of this year already. And I do strongly feel that we are another week closer to more positive results, positive news, and maybe even face-to-face soon as well. Who knows? So last week, another great week of classes, really, really good energy. Attendance has been fantastic, and I really must commend everybody for that. We've been talking with the juniors in particular about the consistency. If you want to achieve anything in life, it's about being consistent. And it's that we can remind ourselves of that during lockdown as well. If we want to be a little bit fitter, or if you want to learn something a little bit or better, or we just want to be a bit more confident with something, we need to remember we need to be consistent. And if we think about it, in this lockdown period, when have we had a better time to be more consistent with the things that we enjoy or the things that we want to improve on? We're never going to have this opportunity to, again, to be as consistent perhaps, and with other things interfering. And the mindset we approach to that is really, really important. So being consistent is very important, and well done to all the students. Juniors, Mighty Mats, adults as well for a great week of classes. Been really, really good. Next week, or this week coming rather, obviously we go into, for most schools, most children, it is the calendar school half term. And it's very easy, particularly in this time of COVID and lockdown, where many students would have been homeschooled and haven't gone into school, to think that it's just another week. It's exactly the same situation, limited in terms of what we can do, very limited in terms of who we can see, going outside for limited things. So it might just feel very, very similar. But I feel when we have a week like this, and whether it's just the label of it, half term, let's try and create something different. Whether it's a slightly different timetable, a slightly different routine, nothing drastic, but just something small that creates the feel of something different. And mentally, that can be quite a relief, especially for little ones. Whereas if we feel that every week is the same, when we start to look to the future, we see the future as the same. And it seems very, very monotonous. And it seems like we're just walking in quicksand and never really progressing. So by having like a little break in that routine this week, it can really provide a psychological boost and an uplift for us all, adults and kids as well. So do find moments in the day or times in the week to break up the routine, do something different, whether that's going for a longer walk, or going for a different, going in a different route, or doing something slightly different with your exercise, or trying a different skill or a different activity, or doing an activity together as a family, whatever it is, or trying something completely new. Just try and break up the routine that has been the last few weeks. Hopefully, there will be the break in the routine of schooling and things, but do try and think of something new, something fresh to make this week stand out, because we have that opportunity. So that's the school half week. Now, last week, obviously, we had a great week of classes, some fantastic parent involvement in the Mighty Mats. So well done, parents. We're going to keep that in. So you are warmly invited, Mighty Mats, to keep joining in. Engagement has been really, really good. The kids are really loving it as well, and it's great to see you all enjoying it. We had a bit of fun with some smelly socks last week. So do keep joining in if you want to, Mighty Mats. Mighty Mat parents, sorry. Juniors, lots and lots of really, really good progress. And what we're starting to see now is a real growth of confidence and improvement in confidence in our juniors, in some of the drills that they're having to remember, the techniques that they're doing as well. And we're talking a lot about speed this week and this month as well, trying to get them to think about speed. What is speed? How can we improve speed? What limits it, and so on like that. And we've been doing some speed with all the age groups, but juniors in particular. So hopefully they've been enjoying that, but some really, really good progress. And we've managed also for a lot of juniors to increase the amount of really close 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 time that they have with an instructor. So working in really small groups, so we can really focus down some of the drills they might find a little bit more challenging, or just simply to push the higher belts a little bit more, which is always good. And the adults, we've been doing a lot of kicking and stepping and footwork and things like that as well. We had the Q&A on Friday, a slight change to the timetable. So that was with myself, some lovely questions coming in, and that was really enjoyed answering those. And any questions at all, it doesn't have to be on Friday. You can ask the team and find out just a little bit more. That's absolutely fine. And the 100k challenge, that has been absolutely flying along. You've been doing really, really well. I'm so proud of you all. And it's been absolutely wonderful, I've said before, to see that we've got family members, we've got brothers and sisters that don't come to normal classes, never done martial arts before. We've got mums and dads who don't come to classes, but they're involved. We've got cats involved, we've got all sorts involved. It's really, really good. And just to give you a little insight into numbers, I'm updating all the media platforms every morning now from the previous day once all the figures have come in. So when I set it at the beginning, and especially when I spoke to the younger ones, I said 100,000 kicks, and their jaw hit the floor. But we are smashing through the numbers. So to give you some numbers, as a team, as a family, we have completed 80,963 kicks as a group together. That's a huge amount. That's absolutely brilliant. You can be really, really pleased with that. It doesn't matter whether you've done 100 kicks or whether you've done 10,000 kicks. You have contributed and you have been a part of that as well. That means we have 19,037 kicks remaining, and we have got lots of time to do it as well. So I personally think we're going to get there by Wednesday, maybe even a little bit before. And when we do, I wonder how many can we do? Do you think we could actually do 200,000? Can we do 250,000 kicks maybe in February? The way some of you are kicking, the families, I would not put it past you. At the top of the leaderboard, we've got a few families that are really smashing in the numbers. But what's wonderful is that everyone is taking part, is just continuing, is being really consistent with what they're doing. So if they've set out, we had messages at the beginning saying, we will do 50 kicks a day. We will do 100 kicks a day, we'll do 400 kicks a day or 1,000 kicks a day. And they've been really consistent with it, which is really, really good to see. So well done for that. So how many more can we do? Who's going to come out on top? Who knows, but we will definitely smash it. My prediction is by Wednesday. Prove me wrong. So this, we've also been talking to the juniors about the Orange Belt philosophy, the 6 principles of a black belt. That is available for them to learn on the Facebook group page, on the website, on the WhatsApp groups and so on. 6 principles of a black belt, and that's what the Orange Belts learn as their philosophy. And what's great is that everyone is learning that now. A really fantastic example was Mihai, one of our Purple Stripe juniors from Canterbury. He had some wonderful answers. He'd really studied it and he's actually really got into it. And some of his answers for courtesy and integrity were really, really good. So well done, Mihai. I'm really proud of you for that. And I'm sure he'll keep that going. So for next week, yes, it's school half term, but our afternoon evening classes, they will continue as normal. That is no change to that whatsoever. Do try and be consistent with that. We have a Q&A on Friday on Instagram, and that will hopefully be with Thomas, who was been feeling unwell recently. So I hope you're feeling better, Thomas. And he'll be back on Friday. 100 kick challenge, that continues, and we will smash the numbers, I'm absolutely sure. Buddy week next week and for the rest of the month. So if you want to see some of your friends or family just doing something different, you can show them what you've been doing, what you've been working on and how hard you've been working. Just let me know and they can join in the classes. I just need a couple of details from you, and I can invite them and send them the Zoom links as well. And the other thing is we're putting on a few little extra classes next week. Now, I must just say a massive, massive thank you, first and foremost, to my team, who are, as you know, fantastic. They're really enthusiastic. They're really enthusiastic to help out as much as they can. And also they're enthusiastic to learn about being instructors and leaders and how best to help you all. They don't have to do it. They give up their time to help you out, and they're really progressing, and they've really progressed as instructors over lockdown as well. I'm really, really proud of them all. But younger, what we call our junior instructors or assistant instructors, they've been they've kindly offered some time next week. Now, the timetable for that has been up. It's been up for a week. Again, it's on the WhatsApp groups, it's on the Facebook pages, it's on our website as well. So you should have been able to see that. And let me just correct my computer, which has just gone to sleep a little bit. And I'm going to bring those up. And those classes, they're 30 minutes in length. Okay, they're just 30 minutes, and they are designed just to focus on specific things. So it might be hand drill, kickboxing drill, and so on. So it's not like a class as we would do in the evening where, you know, we have the warm up, we have a few activities and stretches and all those kind of other things that we do with the learning. This is purely just to really narrow down and focus on some specific skills and drills as well. So if I just bring those up, apologies that it's gone to sleep. But here we are. So we have on Monday at 10:30, and these are morning and afternoon classes. At 10:30 in the morning on Monday, we have sparring fitness with Mr. Harry Watkinson. Okay. At 11 o'clock, we've got kickboxing drill practice with Mr. Jack Calvert. And then at 4 o'clock, we've got hand drill practice with Miss Alex Mills. Those are all available for juniors and adults mixed together. Okay. They will be running those. I will be on there to help as well. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of fun. They're just 30-minute classes. Okay. On Tuesday at 10 o'clock, we have martial arts mini games with Miss Alia Safdar. I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun. That's for Mighty Mats and juniors, that session. Okay, Mighty Mats and juniors. At 10:30, we've got sparring fitness with Mr. Harry Watkinson again. And then at 11 o'clock, we've got sparring skills and drills with Miss Emily Calder. And then on Wednesday at 11 o'clock, we've got sparring skills and drills again for juniors and adults with Miss Emily Calder as well. Okay. Now, those classes, as I said, they're 30 minutes in length. You don't need to book for those. It's the same Zoom codes as we do for the afternoon and evening sessions. So you have those and you've been using those. And they are in addition to your normal classes. You don't have to do them. They're just there, a little bit of extra practice. But they are in addition to your normal afternoon and evening classes. Now, as you know, if you normally come twice a week or once a week, you come to your normal schedule in the afternoon and evening. Those daytime classes, you can come to as many of those as you want, as long as you obviously fall into that age bracket. So do have a double check online. Say you don't need to confirm with me. Just make sure that you still treat them as a normal lesson. So you log on in plenty of time, you have your uniform and your belt, and you have a drink, and you have plenty of space as well. Please, they are only half an hour long, so please do make sure you log in early. If the session starts at 10:30 and you log in at 10:30, you're late. And because they're only half an hour, we haven't got time to be waiting for people to come in, and it really is quite disruptive. So please get in there nice and early so we can start bang on time, and then I'm sure the juniors and the Mighty Mats and the adults will get a lot from that as well. So a big thank you for the team for giving up their time for those as well in half term. So that just leaves us to look forward to this week. And if we just have a little think about dates in the diary and looking forwards, there's the Black Belt Forms seminar with Master Kathy Poplett. That's in April. I've mentioned that before. 18th of April. Black Belts, do make sure you are on that. Covers all forms. And if we think planning ahead, the next colour belt and panel grading is 6 weeks today. That's it, 6 weeks today. Time flies. So if you think that you want to be considered, then you make sure you attend the classes regularly, you work hard and you practice outside of those. If you think, I think actually, do I need a little bit of help? If there's something extra we can give you to help practice, we will do that. And some students might just need a little bit more time, particularly at higher belts. But 6 weeks today is the grading, and that will be, whatever the situation is, that will either be face-to-face, that will be online, or a mixture of the two, as we did in December, and that worked really well. We have 1 week to go, or just over 1 week to go, until the government release their roadmap to the perhaps easing of the circumstances, and that should give us lots of hope and planning and forward thinking to what we're going to be doing next over the next month or so. And it's 3 weeks until the planned return of kids to school. So lots of positive things to look forward to. So this coming week is half term. Try and do something different, make it feel different, and it does give us that mental break from what we perceive as the monotony of what we're doing at the moment. But very, very well done to you all. A big pat on the back. Thank you again for all your support. We're getting some great messages as well, letting us know how everyone's doing at home with their home learning. I do appreciate it is quite challenging. It is quite difficult, particularly this time around. But the perseverance everyone is showing is really, really encouraging. So keep it up, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.